try to bring you high-quality educational and informational content every single day. Why do you think the price is having such an anemic time? The news story of the hour. Jump onto the chart. Is this the beginning of a massive financial unraveling? We got to add a little addendum to the show map today. So we start here on the daily. Now, we've been looking at the RSI on Bitcoin's daily chart for the last several days. They always have been, but it's been increasing over the last 50 years since the government has been. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto Live. This is your weekdaily morning show where we bring you the latest in everything Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, we have a rally going on Bitcoin, which is very exciting because we could be starting a leg back up to $100,000. You see, we went through an 8%, $8,500 or so corrective movement over the course of the last 7 days after Bitcoin hit about $99,600. We've been needing this correction because Bitcoin has rallied and added over $500 billion in market capitalization in just the month of November alone, and we needed a bit of a corrective movement to lock in those gains. Well, now bulls have taken their profits. Short traders have tried to short and have somewhat gotten liquidated, as we'll be looking at today. And we are continuing to have bullish news coming into the cryptocurrency space that is helping set up Bitcoin for a major bull market to come in 2025. This setup moving into 2025 is one of the best setups I've ever seen in any new year here in my 7 years experience in cryptocurrency. And today I want to share with you exactly where we believe Bitcoin is going next, how we should best prepare for it, and I want to answer some of your questions on what we should be doing to make sure that we are ready for the rally that we have coming in this holiday season. I also, as a bonus, want to help you be prepared for any questions you might have around Thanksgiving dinner tonight. So if you have any questions about, hey, I'm going to be asked this, what should I say? This is a great forum for you to ask those questions in chat. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, my name is Jeb McAfee. I have been working in the cryptocurrency space for the last 7 years for you. That's right. I own the company, so I technically don't work for anybody, but I do work for someone. I work for the Lord, and I work for you because I want to help you succeed. This stream's not about me. It's not. It's about you. This stream's about putting you in the hot seat, helping you to grow. So if there's anything that you need from me, reach out and let us know. We're building a lot of products right now. We've got products being edited by some new staff of ours as we speak to help you guys learn more about financial sovereignty. And that's something that I want to help share with you guys every single day here on this channel. So if you have any questions, any concerns, any feedback, anything that you'd like us to help you with, then make sure to let us know right now in the comment section and in the future content that we'll be putting out. Let's go ahead and read a little bit of chat. We've got Joe Bollier in chat, Coin Operator in chat, Daniel Benkenstein in chat. Cool name. Steven Alexander in chat. Dick Warlock is in chat. Richard's in chat. Cynthia Dizon is in chat. Blasnik is in chat. Cornelis is in chat. Quixotic Notion is in chat. Rocket Metal News. Cornelius Schneider. I think that's how you pronounce that. I've known a few Schneiders. I think that's how you say that. Eddie is in chat. And AI Al Niehaus. Welcome everybody. Ninhuis? I don't know. I was up until 2 a.m. We had to go to the hospital last night, so I have not slept. So my apologies if I'm butchering that. Crypto Military Vet in chat, CL in chat. Welcome everyone who is here. Let's get started. Saul Arredondo is also in chat. Shout out to you. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at $95,338. It is up 2.37% over the last 24 hours. It is currently trading at $1,886 billion in valuation. Ethereum is up 7% in the last 24 hours, showing you that Bitcoin's dominance is not concrete. Ethereum and the altcoins are able to rally in parity and actually surpass Bitcoin, and that's what we're seeing right now. Ethereum is catching up and taking up some of the slack that Bitcoin has. You can even see that over here in the last 7 days price action chart. If you look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, Ethereum being on the bottom, Bitcoin being on the top, you can see how Ethereum has been moving in contrast to Bitcoin. I hope you can see that right there. You can even see a slight uptrend forming on that green chart, which is the Ethereum chart, and a strong downtrend forming on the red chart, which is Bitcoin. Ethereum is continuing to rally against what Bitcoin is doing because Bitcoin has already done most of its rallying, but Ethereum has not yet. So the altcoins are performing very, very well, despite the fact we've been in a corrective movement over the last few days. Solana's up 5% over the last 24 hours, trading at $240. XRP trading 8% higher than it was a day ago, sitting at $1.46. Dogecoin up 5%. Cardano up 10%. Cardano has broken once again above that $1 resistance level, trading at $1.01. We've got Stellar up 11%, Bitcoin Cash up 6%, unfortunately. Chainlink is up 6%. The unfortunately was for Bitcoin Cash because we know that it is a scam off of Bitcoin. Near Protocol is up 11%, project I'm very excited about. Uniswap is performing very well, up 20% in the last 24 hours. I've been telling you guys for a long time not to sleep on Uniswap because a lot of people are looking for the next big thing when they've got something big right in front of them, and Uniswap is one of, it kind of flips and flops back and forth between number one and number two largest decentralized exchange by trading volume, 24-hour trading volume in the entire world. And so it's very important that we don't sleep on Uniswap because it has the proven track record. Litecoin's up 7%, Aptos up 7%, ICP up 5.5%, HBAR up 7.5%, Chronos up 7.5%, Render up 5%, Arbitrum up 7%, Caspa up 4%. You can see across the board the altcoins are performing very well. Aave's up 18%, sitting at rank number 45. A lot of bullishness going on in the altcoins. Many altcoins are more bullish than Bitcoin right now. And that's kind of what I want to point out to you right now. Zcash jumping up 26.75%. Uniswap up considerably. You have to go very far down the list to find Bitcoin. Like, you have to go almost to the bottom of the list, at least here to the middle or so, to find Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's up 2%. Everything else is up more than Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's right here, up 2.29% in the last 24 hours. All these other altcoins are up higher. That kind of brings the question, are we looking at some kind of alt season forming soon? Well, the interesting thing is that when we look at the total market cap, you can see that we actually bounced off of 3 trillion. You might have been wondering to yourself, why did Bitcoin stop where it did? Why did Bitcoin bounce there? Why did the altcoin space bounce there? Well, part of the reason was on the hourly chart for Bitcoin, our support was at $92,000. That was the support architecture that we had set as resistance back here that we broke bullish out of. It took us up to $100,000. That was also the support that we were looking at here. And that's where we bounced yesterday. And we've been bouncing in a very strong way ever since then. The last about 18 hours or so have been very bullish on Bitcoin. We fell at a low down to $90,000, $90,600, which is one of the places we said we'd go. We'd said we'd more or less go to between 92,000 and somewhere down here around 90,000. We went to 90,600 and bounced, which fits in perfectly with the kind of model that we've drawn here of a ascending triangle pattern leading up to 100K, leading to a $100,000 all-time high breakout, leading to the next phase of the bull market. But Bitcoin didn't just bounce at $90,000 to $92,000. No, it was also the total market cap bouncing. Total market cap bounced here just above $3 trillion. Total market cap decided that it was not time to go back below that level of $3 trillion market cap, and we bounced at 3.05, $3 trillion, 50 billion, right? Our former all-time high at the last bull market was $3 trillion. So we are managing to hold right now the all-time high that was set in the last bull market at, you guessed it, $3 trillion. Right there, $3.01 trillion. We've broken above it and we back tested the support, and now we're continuing to the upside. Part of the reason that we've been able to do that is because Bitcoin has rallied so much farther beyond its all-time high. You can see the Bitcoin chart here. Bitcoin is dramatically further beyond its all-time high. And so the altcoin space is not caught up just yet, but the Bitcoin space is so far ahead that it's able to drag total into such a direction that total is able to maintain that level of support exactly where we would have it to be. And that's what we want right now. That's what we want right now, is we want to see back testing of support and then a bounce. And so what we're seeing here is that Bitcoin and the total market cap and the rest of the space is performing very well today. We had a spinning top formation here on the daily chart candlestick. We saw that the candlestick has moved to the upside, right? We've got that green candlestick. And so we're looking at a bounce in the short term right here, moving into Thanksgiving, which is very helpful. So let's read a little bit of chat, and then we're going to continue talking about where Bitcoin is going next. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Let's read a little bit of chat. I really want to be very chat heavy today because it's very important to me that you guys are ready for conversations that you're going to have going into Thanksgiving. I want to make sure that you guys are ready going into tomorrow, since I'm not going to be here because we're going to be having Thanksgiving, and moving into Black Friday. I want to make sure you guys know about all the deals going on also. So let's read some chat here. And let's keep it moving. Here's a question that I'm happy to see. Hey bros, is Pepe good to invest in? Good question. So I don't think so. I don't think Pepe is a good cryptocurrency to invest in. And that's because we invest based on a certain criteria. We only invest in assets that we reasonably expect will be worth more in 5 to 7 years than they are now. Pepe does not have the same level of mass adoption that Dogecoin does. And it also doesn't have a very long track record. Pepe is only about a year old, right? And what normally happens here is that it's probably going to go into a blow off top. This bull market, it might rally to 20 or $30 billion in market capitalization. It's probably the second biggest, probably a third biggest altcoin after Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. But it's probably going to have a big blow off top because that's what we've seen happen before. This bull market, it will probably go higher than it has right now. It's probably not done, but as happened with Dogecoin, it's probably going to go into a blow off top just overnight. It's just going to explode. And then as the bear market comes in late 25 to 2026, it's going to crash. It's going to lose 95% of its value. And you can clip that. You can clip that and quote that if you want. That's what I think is going to happen. So I would not invest in Pepe. We invest in assets that we reasonably expect will be worth more in 5 to 7 years than they are right now. So while we don't invest in Pepe, there are opportunities potentially to trade it. There is a lot of money to be made in meme coins if you can time them correctly. I don't recommend it unless you really know what you're doing. It's a little bit like trading, but you can make money on it. So be careful. But there is an opportunity there where you could potentially make some kind of return if you were to trade it. My girlfriend hates Dogecoin. Said, "Hey brother, it is my belief that Elon Musk is going to implement Dogecoin in some way or another in the Department of Government Efficiency. Your thoughts?" I wouldn't be surprised if he'd like to try, but he's not the only one running it. Vivek Ramaswamy. I can never pronounce his name. I probably butchered that. Elon and Vivek are both running Doge. And considering the official capacity of it and the limited use case that Dogecoin has, I'm not sure that it's going to actually get implemented. I think it would be more likely to see Elon Musk implementing it in some capacity over on X, for example, with X payments and whatnot. Bringing Doge online as another payment processor. But I could be wrong. I mean, if there's any reason to believe that he's putting it in the Department of Government Efficiency somehow, that would be quite humorous. That'd be very funny. Good morning to the best crypto family on the YouTubes. Hashtag FinSov, hashtag HODL, hashtag Love Jesus. Shadrach Frost said, shout out to you, indeed. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Let's see. Ethereum about to break bullish out of a broadening wedge pattern. Yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum. I'm very excited about Ethereum right now, and it's one that I definitely want to pay quite a bit of attention to. Ethereum has a lot of reason to be a lot of reason for us to be encouraged by it right now. And one of those is the fact that it's just in this major uptrend, right? Ever since November the 5th, we've had a major uptrend forming on Ethereum, and Ethereum has, to its credit, rallied from that point over 51%. It's rallied about as much as Bitcoin. It's just lagging behind Bitcoin because it has more room to go to get back to all-time high. There is also a theory here that we're building an inverse head and shoulders pattern. This is the 4-hourly chart, but this is the last 6 months or so of price action data. There is a theory here that we'd be building an inverse head and shoulders pattern that would look something like this. But the only concern with that theory is I don't know when we're going to actually be able to build that right shoulder because I don't think it's going to end up dropping all the way back down to 28.55. If it doesn't do that, then you could argue that, okay, here is the right shoulder right there. It's just a tiny little right shoulder because we're in such a major amount of bullishness. And then we continue from there. One of my concerns with Ethereum right now, and if Bitcoin doesn't sustain this rally, this is a much larger concern even, is that it's in a very strong ascending triangle pattern, right, or ascending wedge, right, and that's what was being talked about in chat, I believe. But the concern that we have here, actually, no, I take that back. You were talking about the broadening wedge. I apologize. You were talking about the broadening wedge down here. We'll look at that in just a second. But my concern here about this ascending wedge is that if we don't break bullish out of it, it likely would send us back down to 28.50. But again, the same issue remains. That doesn't stand to reason with the rest of the market. If Bitcoin does stay up here above $90,000, it doesn't really make sense why Ethereum would break bearish out of this ascending wedge. And so I'm more going to go against what generally happens with ascending wedges here and say it's probably going to break bullish out of that ascending wedge, which is basically trying to do right now. Now, the other thing that was discussed in chat by, let's see, who was that? That was, oh my goodness. Who was it? Somebody mentioned it. There it is. It was lying in my pocket. What lying in my pocket was talking about was this broadening wedge here. In technical analysis, this is called a broadening wedge. You can also call it a megaphone pattern. And these generally indicate that volatility is increasing. It generally indicates that a large movement is coming because clearly the valleys and the sell and buy walls have gotten weaker, especially the resistance, right? Because we have our flat level of support down here around 32.85, but we've got this ascending level of resistance. It's almost an inverse ascending triangle pattern, right? Generally, if you see an ascending triangle pattern here, or excuse me, it's almost an inverse ascending triangle pattern like this. If you see an ascending triangle pattern right here, then essentially you are watching the lows get higher and the resistance is holding. In this case, we're seeing kind of the same thing, but instead of the support is ascending, we're actually seeing the resistance is ascending. And so they're both kind of saying about the same thing, which is that you're probably going to continue in the same direction because it's showing that in one case, the bulls are getting stronger, and in the other case, the bulls are getting stronger. In the megaphone pattern right here, in the broadening wedge, which would be the technical term for it, where you have a flat bottom and an ascending level of resistance, that's indicating that the resistance is getting weaker, which is bullish. On the other hand, when you are looking at a ascending triangle pattern and you have the same level of resistance, but the lows are increasing, then what you're seeing is that the support is growing, which means the support is getting stronger, which is bullish. So they're both relatively bullish patterns, and they both bode quite well for Ethereum in the short term. So where we have two different patterns contradicting each other, this longer term ascending wedge, which gives us a bearish reading, when we contrast that with this bullish reading coming in down here on the 4-hourly chart, that gives us the conclusion that we have to choose. What are we going to go with here? Because we've got a contradiction. And so when we have that contradiction, we have to weigh all the factors. Ethereum is following Bitcoin very well right now. In fact, Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin. Bitcoin set an all-time high recently, and Bitcoin is still below that all-time high. Ethereum set a local high recently, but it's above that local high. So Ethereum is actually outperforming Bitcoin right now and has for the last 2 weeks. So we would, to a certain degree, expect that trend to continue, especially considering Ethereum is not under some major level of resistance except for about 3,500. But we're in the process of breaking that right now, whereas Bitcoin is. So the influx of value that would have been going into Bitcoin has now kind of dried up a little bit, and it has to go somewhere. It doesn't have to, but most of it still remains going somewhere in the cryptocurrency space. So where does it go? It goes to the next cryptocurrency, which is Ethereum. So Ethereum's getting a lot of Bitcoin's gains because Bitcoin's stuck under $100,000, and so those buyers who want to buy into the market are going into Ethereum. And so that kind of leaves us with the question of where does Ethereum go next? Well, Bitcoin is performing surprisingly well today. I mean, not exactly surprising. This is pretty much exactly what we said would happen yesterday. We bottom out around 90 and probably bounce up towards 100, but encouragingly bullish. We're almost at $96,000. And so it makes sense that Ethereum would continue its rally here as well. Now, I do want to look at Lux Algo here. Lux Algo has got a lot to say on the matter. Lux Algo is saying on the 1-hourly chart that Ethereum is very bullish. We've got a confirmed buy signal. We've had a confirmed buy signal right here. Ever since Thursday, the 21st of November, 2024, buy signal was confirmed, and it called this entire movement. Lux Algo absolutely nailed that, and right now we have gotten a reconfirmation of the buy signal. We bounced here off of this smart trail, which indicates that we're going to continue moving to the upside here. Looking out on the 8-hourly chart, 8-hour chart, we're going to see the exact same thing. Lux Algo has absolutely nailed it. You can see the buy signals come in here. Trend catcher turned green. Call this entire movement. Sell signal comes in here. Trend catcher turns red. Calls this entire movement. This is basically a long order. This is basically saying long here, exit here, short here, exit here, long here, and then hold the trade into here. I mean, just imagine that. Think about that. What Lux Algo is saying with these signals is being a long right here, being a short right here, and being a long right there. It's beautiful. It's impeccable. And actually, I'm not even using the AI backtesting system to optimize these signals because you can make them even better. Lux Algo has implemented some extremely powerful artificial intelligence with their backtesting system to be able to do even more work on getting the signal sensitivity and everything exactly perfect. So Lux Algo's nailed this. It is saying to stay in a buy signal, and it also looks like we've got more room to go. Right? We have not even really hit the level the reversal zones. We hit the reversal zones and actually hit the outside of the reversal zones back here, but we haven't even hit the bottom of the reversal zone here, which indicates that we've still got room to run. Now on Bitcoin, we as of right now have a confirmed sell signal on the 8-hour chart, which makes sense because we saw the sell signal come in here. We dropped all the way down here. That was an opportunity for you to consider a short trade, right? It was a 7% drop. Now, on the 1-hour chart, same thing. We saw a confirmed sell signal up here. Probably the 4-hourly chart would be better to analyze this length of movement. Maybe even the 2-hour. Let's look at the 2-hour. On the 2-hour chart, we had the sell signal come in here. We had those sell exit right there. You seeing this, right? We've got the sell order. Sell order comes in, trend catcher turns red. We've got that little X right down there. That is your exit for the short trade that you would have entered into up here. And so the short trade that this called for was about a 5.48% drop. Now, on the 2-hourly chart, we've got a buy signal that's come in here. On the 2-hour chart, trend catcher's green, buy signals here. We're blue, not green yet, meaning that this is a weak buy signal, right? It'll turn green when it gets stronger, but for right now, it's a weak buy signal. Sorry, it's purple, it's not blue. Colorblind. I have to remember that, right? It's almost like, you know, when you're at a stoplight and you're colorblind, you know what light to go by. You know whether to go or slow down or stop based on the position of the light, not even the color of the light, because it gets confusing sometimes. But the purple here indicates that this is a weak buy signal, but it is a buy signal. So we've got a confirmed buy signal here on 2-hourly chart. 4-hourly chart, we do not have a confirmed buy signal yet, although the sell signal did manage to pretty accurately call this trade. We had an exit right here. Of course, we continued down a little ways, but that was a pretty solid short trade. If you guys are looking into getting into trading, Lux Algo is where it's at. It's going to basically just supercharge your ability to trade. But what we're seeing across the board here between Ethereum and Bitcoin is that we've had the correction, and it's starting to look like we're going to have another test here. It's starting to look like we're going to have another test of the resistance. We're having a big rally on Ethereum. We're having a big rally on Bitcoin. And so what we want to continue to do is we just want to continue to dollar cost average if we are looking to, you know, increase our position, our portfolio allocation. What a lot of people don't realize is that it's not about where you buy. It's really not. It's about your savings rate. And so we've got to get that figured out. People are far more concerned about getting the exact right entry than they are about making sure that they are investing on a consistent fixed schedule with as much money as they can reasonably afford. And that is what's going to make you wealthy. There's a thing on Twitter going around of someone bought $30 of Bitcoin every single week for 7 years straight, and they turned $37,000 or whatever into $1 million in Bitcoin because they dollar cost averaged. Now imagine if you had been doing that with $300 a week. You'd have like $10 million in Bitcoin right now. And that's where if you continue to invest on a consistent fixed schedule in assets that you reasonably expect will be worth more in 5 to 7 years than they are right now, then you're going to set yourself up for success. And so whether Bitcoin is going into a rally or not, or it's going to drop, or if you're an investor, which is what I hope all of you are, then continue to dollar cost average. If you get a big drop, then consider dumping some cash in to quote unquote time the market, but you're not even really trying to time the market because your main investment is coming from the dollar cost averaging. If you're a trader, make sure to sign up for Lux Algo with the link in the description box down below. There's a massive discount going on that you're not going to find any other time of the year. This is the only time of the year that you're going to find this. If you are a trader, if you're an investor, even, to be honest with you, you should sign up for Lux Algo with the link in the description box down below. Easily find highly profitable setups. Why should you sign up for Lux Algo? So you can easily find highly profitable setups. Why should you sign up for Lux Algo? So you can easily find high profitability setups. Why should you sign up for Lux Algo? So you can easily find high profitability setups. That's the purpose of Lux Algo. It's not just sit here and be like, oh, I heard her. I know where the market's going to go. I'm so cool. And then sit around the water cooler and brag. No, Lux Algo did that, not you. All right, don't take the credit. Give it to Lux Algo, right? But the point of Lux Algo here is to help you filter out the noise, simplify your analysis, and make sure you get good trades. And right now, and by the way, there's like 70,000 people that have signed up for Lux Algo. It's the most popular paid indicator in the entire world. For the next 2.5 days, you can get 45, 55, or even 65% off of a Lux Algo subscription. That is remarkable. I highly recommend every single one of you that go to sign up for Lux Algo to sign up for Ultimate. It's $251 for the first year, $21 a month. You're going to get access to the AI backtesting assistant product and all three backtesting strategy scripts, which came out last year at Black Friday. This is going to allow you to supercharge your trading. If you trade even one time using Lux Algo to get the trade right, you're likely going to make more money in that one trade than you paid for the entire year of Lux Algo. And if you succeed once and succeed again and you continue to succeed, there's a good chance you're going to keep doing it and you could actually get your feet wet as a trader. If you want to become a trader, one of the best tools that you can have in your toolkit is Lux Algo's Ultimate, because it is going to allow you to have the backtesting and the AI assistant to optimize the backtesting strategy so that you have the very best sensitivity and signals possible for each individual market. This basically allows you to go in the S&P 500, custom tailor all of these settings to the S&P 500 so it's as accurate as possible to the S&P 500 using S&P's data. This allows you to go to gold. This allows you to go to Bitcoin. This allows you to go to Cardano. This allows you to go to Ethereum. This allows you to go to Solana. This allows you to go to Dogecoin, whatever. Use the backtesting script to optimize the signals and the sensitivity for that market. And that allows you to get the best long entries and the best short entries. If you were to just do what Lux Algo told you to do with a portfolio, I'm quite confident that you would make money. If you combine it with the fact that you've learned technical analysis from me and from other people over the last several years, and you're able to filter out that one signal every once in a while that's not that great, then you have the ability to supercharge your trading. Sign up for Lux Algo with the link in the description box down below. You're not going to want to miss it. You don't want to miss that. All right, let's read some chat. All right, let's read a little bit of chat. Let's see. Keep preaching, Jeb. Amen. I appreciate that. Let's read a little bit of chat. Really appreciate you guys. He was very bullish on ADA indeed, but later and recently turned bearish on ADA like most of the big YouTubers were. So here's the issue that I have with Cardano. I never exactly turned bearish on it. All I've been saying is that it needs to prove itself. And that's true. I don't regret saying that. I stand by that statement. It needs to prove itself. It is to a great degree proving itself, which is exciting. In case any of you didn't realize, I never sold our Cardano. I also never backtracked on my $10 by the end of the decade prediction. I made that like 2-3 years ago. I never walked that back, and I never said that I'm not invested in a Cardano anymore. It's still our 4th largest holding, and in fact, at one point, it was our 3rd largest holding, and Solana just took off in front of it. I love Cardano. I have a big soft spot in my heart for ADA, and I think it's going to perform very well. But it does still need to prove itself, and it does need to see more acceptance on. It does need to see more build out. It's got great tech. I think it is the best blockchain in the entire Ouroboros. I think is the best mechanism in the entire industry for doing what it does, right? Consensus validation, everything. I think it is the very best, consensus mechanism, best validation, all of that. Best technology in the game. It needs to be adopted. You can have the best tech, but if people aren't using it, then it's not got a commercial application. And so that's my main concern. But I will say this. When I look at this chart, I love looking at CoinMarketCap charts because sometimes I can look at a chart and I just like plot into the future what it looks like it's going to do from here. I could see this thing going back to all-time high soon. I really could. And I'm happy to say that because I thought that would happen in this bull market. I told you guys earlier on in this cycle when it rallied up here to like 71 cents. I said, listen, guys, this is just the beginning. This is not the actual rally. Like Cardano is going to have a much larger rally than this. And that's what we've seen happen over the last month. We've just exploded from 33 cents all the way up to $1.13, $1.14. I think more is to come. I'm very happy to hold Cardano in our bags and very excited about it. Definitely looking forward to its success here in this cycle. I think it will perform very well. I think it'll stay in the top 10. All right. Let the men fight. Yes. So Pew Pew Poom 2. I'm so curious. I know Pew Pew Poom 2 loves us. I know he loves me because he's always in chat with that with the criticism, but I can tell it's from the heart of wanting us to succeed. I can spot a hater when they're just hating just for the sake of hating, but I don't think that's what Pew Pew is saying. Pew Pew Poom 2 said, let's see. He said several things. Now he was super bullish until Sol hit 120 and then flipped after trashing it for years. No, we started acquiring Solana around $80 to $100, I believe. It's been doing pretty well. Very happy about it. I do have concerns about its inflation, but as people have pointed out, its inflation is slowing down, which is a good thing. Very happy about that. It's because he doesn't know about any altcoins that are created after 2022. I have said this from the very beginning. This is not a huge altcoin channel. I would like to be more into the altcoins, but here's the bottom line. I believe in investing in assets that have a proven track record. That has never failed me. Have I missed out on some gains? Probably. Are some of you guys better at spotting the newest altcoin than me? Yeah, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And I think a lot of you guys are very great at that, and I'd like to, do more of that myself. But my concern has always been not about picking the right altcoin. That is not the mission of this channel. There are some channels where their mission is to pick the right altcoin or to get you the right entry. The mission of our company here is to help the world solve its financial problems one family at a time. And so I drill down in that. Like, what does that mean? Well, in some areas, we're going to be doing technical analysis. In some areas, we're talking about financial sovereignty. In some areas, we're talking about getting out of debt and budgeting. In some areas, we're talking about investment. And in some areas, we're talking about altcoins. But you've got to understand that that's a big mandate, and I'm only one person. Like, that's a very big mandate, helping the world solve their financial problems one family at a time. That's a big freaking mandate. You know how many financial problems there are out there? But I do firmly believe that that's supposed to be the mandate that we have. That's the mandate I was given. So it's not that I don't talk about altcoins. It's that I have to be very careful about the resources that I delegate. And what's more important to me than picking the perfect altcoin, even though that gets a lot of views, and we will be making altcoin content, especially as we have edited videos coming back online, because they do well and they are valuable and helpful videos and helpful content. My main concern is helping you guys get the right mindset around investment, because that's where you're going to really succeed. I want to give you the right mindset that will allow you to pick the altcoins. I can come on here and pick some altcoins and say, hey, here's 10 altcoins I think are going to do great. I could totally do that. It wouldn't be that hard. But what I want to do is I want to teach you guys the mindsets and the principles that it takes to find those altcoins. And I will tell you about some of the ones that we do, right? We own Chainlink. We own Near Protocol. Near Protocol is a relatively new cryptocurrency. Caspa, love Caspa. It's a relatively new protocol. Near Protocol came out in 2020, right? It came out just at the very end of last cycle. It's probably going to outperform last cycle. Caspa, very new project. It's like a year and a half old. Internet Computer is not new, but it basically feels like a new project this year, because the last cycle it was just getting absolutely eviscerated. So it feels like it's new this cycle. We've got a lot of great projects here that I think are going to perform very well. But at the end of the day, when you invest based off of principles, it's not about the cryptocurrency. It's about the principles, because those principles will help you to succeed or not, to the extent with which you follow them. Rick4962 is in chat. Welcome. Good to see you, Rick. The best investment is the investment in yourself. I do believe one of the best investments you will ever make is an investment in yourself. I've been saying that for a very long time. Chainlink has proven itself to have a lot of potential. Yes, it's facilitated over $17 trillion of transactions in the cryptocurrency space. Definitely a big investor of Chainlink myself. I'm very happy about it. I think it's going to perform very well. All right. Thoughts on render and decentralized graphics computing. I haven't been able to look into render as much as I want. I do own some of it. It's a small position, but I really, really like what I hear. I really, really, really like what I hear. And a big part of the reason for that is because, like you said, it's decentralizing GPU, GPU hardware on the cloud, so that you can do, basically video editing online on the cloud. And that's freaking awesome. Distributed GPU render network. Supercharge your rendering with nearly limitless GPU power. That's so dang cool. This is so cool for YouTubers and motion graphics designers and people that are trying to work in CAD, right? This is very cool for people that are doing, cinema. This is a very, very, very cool thing to be able to upload GPU space basically to the internet. And allow it to be accessible anywhere online. It's a phenomenal idea. It is a phenomenal idea. We've uploaded just about everything else to the internet, right? We've uploaded storage, right? Every computer's got a hard drive and RAM, right? We've uploaded the hard drive equivalent, or the solid state drive equivalent, to the internet. It's called the cloud, right? So why wouldn't we upload GPU power? We've uploaded hash rate to the cloud. It's called cloud mining, right? It's not very popular anymore, but it's still a thing. You can technically do cloud mining. It's not the most profitable thing in the world. So people don't do it, but it is a proven model. And so it makes sense that you would have GPU space uploaded to the internet, so that you would have access, rather, to graphics cards and computing uploaded to the internet, so you have the ability to do that. So great idea. Love it. I have a small position in render. I'd like to probably have a bigger position, but I do like it. Jeb, what's your opinion at when older ages to retire? Should move crypto to retirement accounts, especially for larger accounts? Your thoughts? So I would say that if you are going into retirement, it is important to realize that your risk tolerance goes down, right? That's why you don't see many 80-year-olds throwing themselves out of airplanes, right? It's just, your risk tolerance goes down. And so you have a lot more risk tolerance when you're young. You have less risk tolerance when you're older, because if Bitcoin's investment turns upside down and you have to wait 5 years for it to even return to baseline, well, you didn't have the ability to really wait like that long because you're in retirement. And so it is important to go to a lower risk portfolio as you're in retirement. So whether that looks like moving altcoins to Bitcoin, whether that looks like moving some Bitcoin to to retirement accounts, it really needs to be looked at individually. The risk profile needs to be assessed individually, but I do think in general you need to have a shift from higher risk to lower risk. So great question though. Great question though. Because the main reason for that is that if you are retired, then you're not generating an income anymore. The return on your investments is your income. So if those investments are not generating a return, then you are. So let's say that if your investment is in Bitcoin and you're trying to retire off of your Bitcoin, but your Bitcoin's going down and you're living off of it, then you're depleting that account extremely fast, extremely fast. And so you want to be very careful about having a large portion of your retirement in an account that could be going down 80%. Don't recommend that you rely primarily on Bitcoin for retirement. I recommend that you rely primarily on the stock market for retirement. If that means you get to 65, 67 years old and you move some of the Bitcoin to retirement accounts because the stock market's more consistent, then do that. If it means that you're trying to build a retirement account, I highly recommend you putting 15% of your household income into retirement accounts until you've got at least several $1 million there. That's in step 7 of the financial sovereignty way. We've got 3 triads: the war on chaos, the war on debt, and the intentional investment triad. Those are the 3 triads of the financial sovereignty way. So yes, it's important to have those retirement accounts that are lower risk, even if they're lower return, because you're trying to not lose your ability to be retired. You don't want to go back to work at 82 years old. That's not what you ought to be doing. At least not because you have to. By all means, stay busy, stay active, have responsibility. That's very important, no matter the age that you live, no matter the age of your life. But, I don't want you having to work because you have to at 82. I want you to be able to retire at that point, before that point. If we don't correct now and smash $100,000, the later correction will be more painful. Possibly, yes. And so we do need to be we do need to pay very close attention to that. Hey guys, also make sure, if you haven't already, this deal is running out of time. Like you are running out of time here. That would be NordVPN. Listen, guys, NordVPN is on a massive Black Friday exclusive deal. You're going to get big savings and 4 months extra for free. You need to absolutely check this out. Get the deal here. You can see the deal here is $91.53 for the first 28 months. That is a phenomenal deal because it's going to help keep you safe and secure while you browse online. If you've not already signed up for NordVPN, you need to protect your internet connection from hackers and thieves that are going to try and steal from you this holiday season and try and steal all of your gains. Don't let it happen. Sign up for NordVPN with the link in the description box down below, or by going to nordvpn.com/Jeb. Let's read a little bit more chat and then we'll wrap it out. Cornelius Schneider said, got NordVPN. Awesome. Tofan said, Jeb, can you arrange soon a nice Cardano overview investing trajectory with all the different chances in account in a video? That'd be really curious about that. Yes, we are going to be doing some more content like that. We're going to be doing some longer term, like 3 to 12 month price predictions on a lot of the big coins, some different investment strategies. We've got a lot of content planned. Right now, we've just got health stuff going on. We're expanding the company. We are trying to get FinSoft Academy launched, so we're putting a lot of our editing capacity into that right now. And also, naturally, we've got the holidays. But we're looking at, bringing back online our afternoon videos, which is very exciting. We've got an editor that we've hired. He's working on the Financial Sovereignty Academy right now and the content over there to get that edited. We want to get that out as early as next Friday. We got to kind of see what happens, though. As I said, it's a crazy season, but the goal is to get that live. We're going to be revitalizing CT2A, getting that going. So very excited about all of that. So guys, make sure to stay tuned for everything there. All right, guys, I also want to let you know that you ought to check out Uphold. If you have not already checked out Uphold, you should, and here's the one reason. You need a hub where you do everything in cryptocurrency. Uphold can be that hub. Uphold can be that hub. You need your Nexus account. Everything else comes back into this account. When you have a bicycle, you've got this hub, right? The hub and spokes. The spokes come into the hub. Run everything through Uphold. That way you're not having to send transactions across 17 different exchanges. No, send it from one thing to Uphold and then from Uphold to that other thing, right? Uphold is a great place to custody your Bitcoin because they have Vault. It's a great place to custody US dollars while generating yield in an FDIC insured account. It's a great place to get access to all your favorite small cryptocurrencies, like Caspa, for example, is on Uphold. One of the largest, best cryptocurrencies exchanges to find Caspa on is Uphold. They're also very transparent and growing fast. They're always 100% withdrawn, reserved. They never lend out your money. It's always available to withdraw, and they do not do fractional reserve lending because they're not a bank. They have a lot of features that will feel familiar to a bank, but there are no banking fee. They're not doing fractional reserve lending like banks, which means they're actually reserving all of your Bitcoin. This is a great place to build basically your hub in the cryptocurrency space, like you would with a bank account in a business, except it's not a bank account and you don't have any of the drawdowns of using a bank because they're not loaning out your money. So definitely make sure to sign for Uphold. Links in the description box down below. Let's read a little bit more chat here. Jeb, does Lux Algo give text notifications for buy-sell signals? Yes, I do believe it does. In fact, it integrates in with, if I understand correctly, it integrates in with, I believe it will. I believe it will integrate in with TradingView, actually. TradingView can give you an alert, right? So it actually is not even, it's a TradingView thing. TradingView will do this. You can have an alert here, and then you can have, the alert, the symbols, the condition. You can set up the conditional right here, the bullish confirmation, etc., expiration, the alert name, and then you can create it, and then it will go over here to your notifications as you can set up. So absolutely, yes, you can get alerts from it on your phone. That's right. All right, guys, one big shout out before we wrap it out here, and that is the amazing shout out of the War of the Whales going on over here on Blowfin. There's a $1 million prize pool awaiting you guys. If you did not already know this, there is a huge trading competition going on right here, and there are tons of teams. You can see that there are $350,000 of prize pools that are being unlocked. Our team currently has over $2,000 in the prize pool that is going out to everybody in our prize pool. So make sure you sign up with the link in the description box down below for Blowfin. You're going to be getting access to a lot of really cool features, a lot of really cool rewards, and you're also going to be able to participate in this prize pool if you go over there and start trading today. So make sure to sign up for Blowfin with our link down below. We are going to wrap it out. We're going to get ready for Thanksgiving here. Got a few different things that I need to do for you guys after the stream, so we're going to wrap it out. I hope you have enjoyed today's stream. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And guys, just stay tuned. There's a lot of great stuff coming. It's a hectic time, what with health and the holidays and everything, but we've got a lot of really great things going on behind the scenes that you're not really seeing right now, but you're going to see them come to fruition. FinSoft Academy is coming. CT2A is going to be getting a lot of updates. We've got new content coming here to the channel. We've got new content that's going to be coming on to the rest of the social media space. A lot of growth is coming to the Crypto Jeb channel. We're probably going to be 10 times larger next year than we are right now when it comes to viewership. We're probably going to double. We'll probably hit 500,000 subscribers next year. A lot of growth coming, Lord willing, and that's what I think is going to happen. That's what I can forecast. But very excited that you're here with me, and thank you all for your continued support of the channel. We won't be here for tomorrow in observance of Thanksgiving, but I will be here on Black Friday, so you can have one last chance to get some of these deals. Make sure to check them out. You got a great deal over there on Lux Algo. Don't miss it. 65% off on Ultimate. You do not want to miss that. You've also got 73% off over there on NordVPN. Blowfin and Uphold are great also. Make sure to check out all those sponsors. They help to support the channel so that we can help to bring you guys more high-quality educational content every single day here on the channel. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good